What is up, y'all? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Scroll down below. I'll give you a second. Scroll down below, hit that subscribe button, and join the fam, because, you know, it's a safe place. Girl talk right now, you know, it's a fun time. Motherhood vlogs, cleaning motivation, Sunday resets. So this is going to be a very long and serious video, so I'm just going to get into it right now. For starters, this is going to be my, like, how I found out I was pregnant type of video. I found out I was pregnant when I was 23 years old. I am now 26 years old. Yeah. But before we even get into that, let's talk about a serious topic, okay? Like, serious topic, serious, okay? Everybody got their serious? Trigger warning right now, we're going to talk about miscarriages. Skip to like 4 or 5 minutes in if you don't want to hear about that, okay? 4 or 5 minutes in? Cool. I am very thankful to say that my miscarriage was a quick and painless process. Not emotionless, but quick and painless process. On a random Friday in March of 2021, if you see me looking down, I have a notebook that I had to write everything down on because I had to remember, you know, timeline. March of 2021, I randomly took a test because I wasn't even late, I wasn't even cramping, I wasn't feeling nothing. I was like, you know what, let me take a test. So, took a digital test, brought it back into the room, put it on my side table. Hubby didn't even notice we were watching a movie. And when the movie finished, I looked over, forgetting that I even took the test, and it said pregnant. And I showed it to him, and the worst thing that I ever could have done that I regret so much to this day, I literally, both of us immediately called and FaceTimed like half of our friends because we were like, we're pregnant, like, oh my gosh, we're so excited, blah, blah, blah. Well, the next morning, again, trigger warning, I went to use the bathroom and there was some blood. Yeah. And I also don't want y'all to think that I'm coming across as like a sarcastic or a funny video. This is truly how I cope with this situation, because I am sick of crying about it. It's very, very normal to keep crying about it, but for me, I don't want to cry about it anymore, because I'm not the only one that goes through this. And when I went through this, I had wished that there were other videos out there that I can watch to see that it's not only me. So it was a very, very difficult and emotional timeline, but it happened. I'm not proud of it, but there was nothing that I could do to prevent it. There's nothing that anyone that can do to prevent it. I want to make sure that you all understand and know that. Miscarriages happen. They're very, very, very unfortunate, but multiple, having fertility issues, it happens. So that morning, Saturday morning, I found the blood after I used the bathroom, and we immediately went to the ER. Told the ER, I don't know how far along I am, found out I was pregnant yesterday, but I've got blood in my urine this morning. And they said, that's completely normal, let's get you checked in. They got me all checked in, they got me all, like, the blood, everything, all this stuff going. And the first thing they told me was my urine came back negative, which I started tearing up, but then they said, but my blood came back positive. So it's very, very likely that I could just be super early. Well, they set me up with a gyno because, mind you, I was in Connecticut at the time. That was when I was living in Connecticut. My gyno was based in New York because that's where I was from. I went to the gyno that was just covered by hospital insurance. I went over there, and on Monday, because they weren't open on the weekend, so on Monday I went in, they did my HCG levels, and I'm not going to go into detail on that because I'm not a gyno and I don't want to give you the wrong information. Did the HCG levels, and I went back the next day to check again with my HCG levels, and it was at the exact same. So they said, we want you to come back the next day. So I came back Wednesday, the following day, did it again on Thursday. My numbers went down. That following Friday, of March of 2021, they told me your numbers have significantly dropped and they are getting below 5. If you didn't know, if your HCG levels are 5 or below, you either are not pregnant or had a miscarriage. So they told me that my numbers were dropping dramatically and it's very likely that I'm having a miscarriage or an ectopic pregnancy, and then I had to come back to find out if the cells were still in or... So I had the miscarriage, and then they told me everything is out. I don't have to have surgery to get anything removed because my body let it out naturally. And not a TMI version, my body let it out naturally. So I was very thankful for that we didn't have to, I guess, worry about that, because I know a lot of people that's a huge thing that they have to worry about is again, I'm not gonna get this right, but the cells of the baby are still in them after a miscarriage, so then they have to get surgery to like remove them. I don't know how it works, so I don't want to say anything more than that. I'm not even sure if that was the right thing to say, but it's very hard to deal with. Well, the next month was hubby and my anniversary. I believe it was our 1 year, but it might have been our 2 year. I can't remember at the moment. We had a great time. We tried to just, not think about things. We were out and about. We, went roller skating, went to the aquarium. Like, we had a great time, not thinking about this. And then a little while later, so that's April. April went, no problems. May came, and I'm starting to get a little crampy, but I'm like, okay, it's my period coming. It's normal, whatever. Well, June is now here. June of 2021, I had my college graduation, because if you guys didn't know, I was a pandemic graduate, so I graduated college in 2020, but we actually did the ceremony in 2021. So in June of 2021, we were told, like, hey, huge graduation, that's the day, just come in, you're gonna graduate with the class of 2021. Cool, moving on. I'm getting my dress and I'm noticing that I need to get shapewear, because for some reason my belly is a little, I'm getting a little belly. I'm getting a little gut. I don't know why. I just assumed that it was from stress eating and getting too much Taco Bell, because I used to eat Taco Bell like all the time, like every day, and 4 for 4s from Wendy's, which were great. And now I'm just gonna flash forward. Yeah, I'm gonna flash forward straight to what happened at graduation. So at graduation, I started feeling really woozy. I started feeling really dizzy. I started feeling really lightheaded. I went up, I told the advisor that I needed something to eat or to drink, and I need it now. Well, they were like, you need to go sit down because nobody can move. And I said, well, if I don't get something to eat, I'm leaving. Like, I'm done. They're like, okay, let's go find you something. Asked me if I was allergic to anything, blah, blah, blah. They brought me a Powerade and a muffin. I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's something. Mind you, we're under the hot heat of, like, beginning June weather. Like, it was bad. So, I'm sorry if you guys hear my son crying. Okay. So, I sat down, I had the muffin, and I'm like, I still don't feel good and something is like legitimately wrong. So I went back up to the advisor, told him what was going on, and I actually sat on the floor because I started feeling really lightheaded. And so the paramedic came over, checked all my vitals, checked all my blood, not the blood, but like my vitals and like my blood pressure and all that stuff, vitals. But they were like, your blood pressure's through the roof. I think you're about to have heat stroke. Sit down, and they gave me a bunch of like fluids, they gave me like a bunch of water, everything like that. And then I called my hubby, he was up in the bleachers, he came down, check on me, and I was just like, there's something literally wrong. And then they made sure my vitals were looking better, they checked everything, and they were like, is this okay, like, can I stand up, can I look straight? And I'm like, I'm following their fingers, I'm like, I'm literally fine, I need to go walk and then I'll be good. Well, they were like, do you want to go to the ER or do you want to go sit back down? I said, I'm fine, I can go sit back down. Well, I stood up from the chair and fell back down because I was so woozy. They were like, you're going to the ER. So they got me the stretcher thingy, brought me straight to the ER. So I didn't even get to walk at graduation. My freaking college graduation bachelor's degree. I didn't even get a chance to walk. Anyways, in my cap and gown, on the stretcher, going to the ER, and the first thing that obviously the nurses and stuff are going to ask me are, is it possible you could be pregnant? And what do I say? Of course it's possible. It's always possible. But I took 6 tests. Mind you guys, I took 6 tests before my graduation. because I was feeling that off and I was almost 2 weeks late. Everything came back negative. Everything was negative. I just assumed that I was just stressing and that's what was pushing it off. But yeah, no, that wasn't the case. Well, had all the blood work done, and within like minutes they found out your blood work is saying positive, you're pregnant. Like, you are literally, like, you gotta be like a month pregnant, like, you're pregnant. So found out I'm pregnant. But not only that, this was during like still like COVID pandemic time, so hubby isn't even inside the emergency room with me. He's outside in the waiting area because he can't come back. So I looked at the nurse and I was like, either I need to go tell my fiance that I'm having a baby, or you guys are gonna go tell him that I'm pregnant, because like, I'm not just having him sit there and not know, because his phone was dead. So I haven't even been able to talk to him this whole time. So the nurse went out, told him, he got like, super excited, etc, etc. Came back in, they gave me some food because I was like still off, and they tried to give me a ham sandwich, and I looked at them and I said, but I'm pregnant. And they went, oh wow, yeah, true. So they gave me just like peanut butter jelly sandwich, whatever. But I will never forget that day, because A, found out I was pregnant at my graduation because I was about to have a heat stroke, and B, I was known at the hospital as the girl who didn't get to graduate because she found out she was pregnant. And I'm like, of course I had to be called that. So that was basically like the story of how I found out that I was pregnant, and then the miscarriage beforehand. I can go into another like in-depth story about like my pregnancy or like my birth or anything like that. The only thing that I will add is pregnancy was super hard for me. Around when I was about 18 weeks, I was put on bed rest because I could not keep anything down. I developed sciatica. I couldn't even stand up for too long. I was puking up everything. And even everyone always says that when you're pregnant, water tastes like tinfoil or like aluminum. To me, water tasted like milk. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I literally wanted to put water into my cereal because it tasted like milk to me. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to talk about for this vlog. If you guys want to know more about like what happened during pregnancy and how I lost my job during pregnancy, please comment down below so that I can make another video for all that, and any other questions that you guys would like to know about, you know, hubby's reaction to everything, how the process went of, you know, pregnancy in another state where I didn't have gyno insurance, stuff like that. If you guys need to talk about miscarriages and you want more like an in-depth video of how that whole process went, please don't hesitate to comment down below other videos that you guys would like to see regarding this topic or even regarding other topics. But this is always a safe place, and I want you guys to know that no matter how hard it gets, we're all in this together. Wow, I really had to quote High School Musical. So after a very emotional video, I did still want to point out, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Don't hesitate to scroll down to that subscribe button, comment down below any other videos you guys would like to see, whether it's regarding this, whether it's regarding something completely different, or whatever you guys want to see. I'm open to suggestions, and give this video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.